What is up, guys? Delboy here. So, former IBF super welterweight champion Jermall Charlo is getting closer to a title shot against Gennady Golovkin. The WBC have ordered a eliminator between him and Jorge Sebastian Heiland to fight for the right to fight Golovkin and for his WBC belt. So yeah, that's an interesting story. I mean, Jorge Sebastian Heiland has been the #1 contender for a long time now. He beat Matthew Macklin back in, I want to say, 2014, 2015. He's been #1 contender for quite some time, and I was wondering when are they going to do something with that position, because he's been #1 but no mandatory has been sort of enforced. So yeah, it's looking likely that Charlo and Heiland are going to be fighting for that mandatory challenger slot. And it's a good fight for Charlo, actually. I think it's a good fight in his first fight in that division. Heiland is he's a decent fighter. He's nothing special, but he's a relatively sort of competent middleweight. I remember from a Matthew Macklin fight, he had a good sort of punch output. He had a good sort of engine, good work rate, and slowly grinded Matthew Macklin down. And he looked pretty tough as well. So I think this could be interesting. Heiland is, I think, when you think about it, Heiland is probably going to be the biggest guy Charlo's fought. He's certainly bigger than Jermall. He's certainly bigger than Julian Williams. He's certainly bigger than Canine Bundridge. And Trout was quite big, but yeah, he's definitely going to be one of the bigger guys Charlo's fought. So I think it's quite a good fight for Charlo. I'd expect Heiland to take him some rounds, but Heiland, like I said, he's competent, but he's nothing special. He's just got a good sort of work rate. He'll try and sort of walk his man down, but he doesn't do anything special. And he's going to be there for Jermall Charlo to hit. And he's not going to find it particularly hard to find the target. So I think Heiland will definitely take Charlo some rounds, but Charlo's going to have too much for him. He's going to be too dynamic. I think the punch power will sort of take its toll late on in the fight. And one interesting thing about this fight, people are sort of talking about Charlo like he's a big puncher, which he is, but is he a big puncher at middleweight? And he's fighting a guy in Heiland who's a decent sized middleweight, who's he looks like a durable guy. So it's going to be interesting to see what Jermall Charlo's power is really like. And I expect him to win. And as for him and Golovkin in the future, it's a really good fight. I don't think anybody can complain about that. I mean, I think Golovkin's in the best position he's been in for some time now in terms of getting credible opponents. He can fight Billy Joe Saunders. The Canelo fight is still out there. Possibly a Jermall Charlo fight. A Danny Jacobs rematch. For the first time in Golovkin's career, it's looking like he's got some options, and people are starting to pursue him a little bit more now. So I think the next 12-18 months in the middleweight division are going to be really interesting. And yeah, the WBC ordering Charlo versus Heiland for a eliminator, it's all good news to me. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Charlo can do anything at middleweight? Do you think Golovkin will have too much? Tell me what you guys think. I think Charlo's got the frame to fight at middleweight, no doubt about it. It's just the questions are whether he can make his power tell at middleweight, and whether he can take a middleweight power, because he was stunned a couple of times by Austin Trout. So maybe if a sort of fully fledged middleweight who can punch hits him on the chin, how's he going to react to that? We don't know. But he's a skilled fighter. He's a big fighter, so ultimately I think Charlo will have some success at middleweight. I'm not saying he's going to sort of clean up or anything, but I think he's got a good chance of doing well. Tell me what you guys think. Peace.